We thank you so much for joining us today. We do have some special guests here. We do have Dr. Lamia.
Not so special.
And, no, very special always. And we have our new assistant principal, Mrs. Marie DeFalco. And Elise Trainor. Elise is part of Bobcat TV, a very, very important network that helps us learn about what's happening throughout the district. It's very informative. And Elise just wanted to take just a brief moment to tell you about that.
I wanted to take the opportunity to introduce myself, who many Coman Hill parents probably don't know much about Bobcat TV, but I'm Elise Trainor, and I've been with the district now for 13 years, mostly producing video and online content for Bobcat TV. That has been the bulk of the job for the past 13 years or so. We started doing only music performances, and now, we do curriculum programs and athletics and student-produced programs, and we have gone from half a dozen shows a year to over 200 shows a year, and we're really quite proud of that. And I'm hoping that you guys have all been to bobcattv.org and seen some of our shows and seen some of your children featured in some of our shows. But the number of programs that we produce is really unattainable without our parent volunteers. We have a great solid group who helps us videotape actual events and programs and comes into classrooms with us and helps get footage for activities. And we really depend on our parent volunteers and have such a good, loyal, dedicated group. It's very simple and flexible, and I send out a list of events at the beginning of each month, and you decide how much or how little you want to get involved. But it is a really great opportunity to be involved on a district level, not just at Coman Hill, and many of my volunteers start at Coman Hill and don't leave until their student graduates from the high school.
If then.
Right, no kidding. I still have parents that come back and videotape after they leave, just to have their finger on the pulse of what's going on in the district. And this Thursday, October 3rd at 9:30 at the high school, we do have our first kickoff meeting. And if anybody is the slightest bit interested, come by and hear what we have to say. This year is very new and different because we've embarked upon a new venture. We will still be producing the same amount of great programming that you've seen and hopefully learn to love, but we are also now, we are called the Byram Hills Media Center, and we are we are performing as a communications department for the district. So we cover things like social media, which goes out on multi-platforms now, and hopefully you guys have seen some of the posts that we've been doing since the beginning of the year. We cover the district Spectrum, which is the newsletter that gets sent to everybody's home. We will send one at the end of October. You should get that in November. The high school has a district newsletter that we send out. We also have been revamping the website, which hopefully you guys have seen that, and we monitor that. Gosh, we do a lot of things. I wrote them all down. But hopefully you guys will be in the loop and getting some of our communication messages, because now it is all internal. We are very actively involved and very excited about this new venture. One last thing I'm going to say, another way for parents to get involved this year is through these social media posts. At our meeting on October 3rd, we're going to have a little workshop on best practices on taking pictures for these social media posts. This is a great way for parents to help us and have some fun getting involved at events that we might not possibly be at, that you guys can help take pictures of, email them to us. We can put a post up. You can feel proud. We can communicate to the district, and it's a win-win. So I actually, back by the coffee put a sign-up sheet there. If anybody is looking for more information about either Bobcat TV, the Communication Center, or our kickoff meeting, feel free to put your email there, and I will reach out to any and all of you personally. In the meantime, go watch some bobcattv.org.
Well, if you want to volunteer, it means that you get to stand on the stanchion to record all of your children's events, which is a really great view.
It is.
No, but we thrive on volunteers for that program, and it has sustained itself like that for decades. This whole concept that we are embarking upon this year, you know, it's like anything else in your life. You look around and you say, okay, so this is being farmed out to this company, this is going out to, why aren't we doing this all in-house? Why don't we have cross-platforms? You know, just a little bit about systems thinking and about keeping it our own and keeping it Byram and keeping everything that comes out of here, out of Byram Hill's lips. So that we're really excited and looking forward to what that is going to look like for us, and it's different already in a really positive way. So consider doing that if you're interested in finding ways to volunteer and be in the schools, and it's a lot of fun. And it's a nice group of people who like each other and stay on for many years. So, you know, it's just another nice group that can make you feel part of the community, for sure.
Thank you guys very much. I'm going to let these guys take over, and it was nice to see everybody. Good luck.
I have nothing scripted to say except a really huge, warm welcome back to the school year. And I don't even know, did we have summer? It felt like it came and it went, and before you knew it, you were preparing your youngsters to come back to school here. I know pretty much almost everyone here. If I don't know you, I'm Jen Lamia, the superintendent, and I have been in Byram Hills since I was 21 years old as an educator. And there's something really special about this place that I stayed. And we were just having a conversation before that I think I know at least 20 or 25 former students who have come back to live in the Byram Hill School community and raise their own children here. And this is a much different place than it was in 1990 when I arrived. That comes from a good community effort to get the best education for your children. So we have many moving parts, over 2,300 students, over 550 faculty and staff members. We have events occurring all the time, whether we are, you know, doing construction projects in schools to aftercare program, everything from soup to nuts is happening in these schools. But I just wanted to give you a flavor of, she doesn't know I'm going to talk about her, but I want to give you a flavor about the principal and what the principal's role in that is, and sort of a bigger lens, like a 30,000 square foot lens as to what the district is about. It is not just about running operations on a daily basis. It isn't just about all of these different component parts. It's really a lot about planning. So what MaryBeth and other administrators will do in the spring is they will start to think about the goals they had set for themselves during the course of the year. They'll reflect about which goals need refining, are going to be carried over to the year after that, and which goals they now see a need to have. The administrators actually spend 2 full days with me over the summer developing those goals for the year. So while we see our administrators, it's like 50 states and 50 countries if you try to follow either one of these two around during the course of a day with a myriad of tasks that they do. It's not all task-oriented, it's really planned. So when we put together our administrative goals, which really support our Board of Education goals, MaryBeth and Janine Marie had an inquiry question about how they can build the foundation for students to be leaders of tomorrow. We see students in this school doing things that we didn't see them doing 5 years ago. Kids are going to be coming to present to you today. Last year when I was here, students were doing a math lesson to show the parents. They weren't even nervous, right? Last year the kids came in, they were like, this is how you do it, to a bunch of adults that they may or may not know. That's leadership, knowing who you are, where you are, what you need at that particular moment in your life to feel that you have been successful. That's leadership. Leadership is not always dragging a group of people along with you. It's knowing how you can do that for yourself and leading yourself. So how do they do that? Well, they put together the results of last year, why they want to do this, that they want students to grow within their proximal development, and how they want them to do it. So goals range from K-2 teachers and math specialists creating differentiated assignments. K-2 teachers aligning ELA curriculum to the next-gen standards. K-2 teachers reviewing state testing data to revise curriculum and instructional strategies. That is only 3 of these goals. So what I know that they will do is they will sit in data meetings. They will look at state tests of students at grade 3, and they will say, how are we preparing students for those tests? Is there anything we're missing? We're not test focused, right? But we want to make sure that those tests are aligned with the standards, that we are helping kids to meet and exceed those standards. So I just wanted you to know how much goes into play during the course of the year. And while you just may see these smiling faces and this beautiful environment that they are setting up for students, making sure they're emotionally ready to learn, that there are so many academic goals that are behind those efforts. So I wish everyone a very good year. I don't think anybody would have, maybe you have questions? I'm not sure. Just wanted to stop in, wish you a good year, and to say that Byram Hills is great because we are a community. And what that means is that we actually value your thinking, your ideas, and anything you want to share with us. We are all open. Parents feel free to contact any of us at any time, and that's what makes this community grow and thrive. We really mean it. So as your child is going through this Byram Hills experience, if there are things you have questions about or things that you think are pretty exciting, it's great to share that with us. Just develops what we're doing. So good year, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Janine Marie is our new assistant principal. We have Tony Ann Urbieta. She is our new kindergarten teacher. Followed by, we have a new SRO. Can you stand up, please? This is Officer Gina Marie Sacoscio. Did I say it right? Yep. Sacoscio. So Gina Marie takes the place of Officer Anthony. So Gina Marie is working in tandem with Officer Donnie, keeping our school state safe. We always have an SRO here every day. So you're getting to know the children. She definitely knows the layout of the school. You were here a little bit last year too, a couple of times. Excellent, right. And Gina Marie also attends all of our emergency team meeting. And the input that she and Officer Donnie give us is very much appreciated. You help us improve our plans and just really keeping us safe. So thank you. Welcome. Thank you. We also have a new E&L teacher. That stands for English as a New Language. That's Crystal Nardi. You will see her. Followed by, we have some new aides. We have Christina Santini, Nancy Ramirez, Maria Pippa, Rita Petriello, and Linda Murray. So lots of welcoming to do at Coman Hill. It's unusual, actually, that we have that many new faces, so it's really exciting for us. Wanted to share with you some of our initiatives that we have. We do have our math investigations program. What's so exciting about this is the first year we have a kindergarten through 5th grade math program that's consistent. So investigations is really, it's an interactive program. It really helps develop the children's conceptual skills about mathematics. So an investigations classroom is far different than a traditional classroom. You're going to see and hear what we call a productive buzz. Children are going to be working a lot in small groups. We encourage them to verbalize their thinking. It's getting another modality in to help them process their thinking. They're always discovering multiple methods to solve problems. A common prompt you will hear from the teachers is, can you tell me another way to solve that problem? So we really get some more divergent thinking in the investigations classroom, and they apply their mathematical skills to real life problems. I had to laugh the other day. I saw Miss Lee's 2nd grade class walking down the hallway, and they were utilizing the diamonds in our new floor to figure out how many tiles were in the floor. So they're thinking far more mathematically and applying their learning to everyday problems, which is really exciting for us. Our teachers are also continuous learners. This year we do have a staff developer coming in to work with all of our teachers, and the focus is going to be looking at student work and looking at what children are doing in the classroom, and then deciding how we can differentiate instruction. So this is not a canned program. Like, the staff developer doesn't necessarily go in with, this is what I'm going to say. She needs to look at the children and see what they're doing. And based upon what they're doing, will then help inform and guide our instruction. So we're really looking forward to this. We think it's going to obviously assist the children in meeting their needs, but it's going to help us improve as educators too, and that's something we're always looking for. So we do have some videos to share with you about what it looks like. So how do we learn math? Well, we do it to gain conceptual knowledge. So kindergarten, I'd like to share with you what Justin and Shane are doing. You'll see they're sorting attributes. In the past, we would have them sort attributes typically by one attribute, and now we're trying to get multiple attributes in. So let's take a peek at that.
What else might be the same? Gosh, they're the same size, right? They're both a smaller attribute block. Nice. So these would be all the same, right? Because they're all the same size attribute block. All right, Shay, you ready to pick one? Okay, Justin.
I don't want to match that one. They're the same shape.
And Justin, what else is the
Same color.
same? So the same shape and the same color would be the match.
Okay, so that's an example of kindergarten. That was like the second week of school. So they're already sorting using multiple attributes. Let me show you our next one. You can see our first grade, we have Russell and Bo. They're going to teach us how we add one or two and strategies for doing that. Something that we're really working hard at this time in first grade is if you give them, say, the number 5 and you want them to add on 1 or 2, we don't want to start from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Want to hop on 5, count on. So Bo and Russell really demonstrate how to do this. So we have Bo and Russell here. And can you tell me, what are you playing, boys?
One or two more.
Okay, and how do you play?
Well, for example, one of us picks a card for this random one.
Okay.
And you add 1 or 2 more. And so let's say I wanted 2. So I would put the counter on 3.
Oh, and why 3? Because...
1 plus 2 equals 3.
Got it.
And you want to fill a whole row. It's kind of like bingo, but it's not competitive.
Fantastic.
And this is what it looks like if you fill the whole row.
Okay, I get it. So why don't we try another one? Could you try another one and show us?
Let's see, Russ, you get a 5.
5. You can add 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, and which one do you want?
I'm gonna add.
Oh no, you can't put it on the 5, so you can put it on the 6 or the 7.
Or the 7.
Oh, and
Okay.
it shows that one. All right, so what strategies do you use to figure out these problems?
Well,
You can count by your fingers.
Yeah, and you can also count by your mind of what you think the answer is.
Oh.
Or you can look at the number and look
s-
here at the 10 frame.
Oh, you can use the 10 frame too. Fantastic, boys. So thank you for teaching us how to play 1 or 2 more. Thank you. They do a great job. Wasn't that fabulous? They do. And so we try to do a lot through play also. So they're playing these games, but in the process of playing the games, they're certainly learning these concepts. We also have our second grade stars. Okay, so Oakley and Paul. Oakley, can you tell us, what are we playing here?
We're playing Make 10.
And how do you play that?
If you flip up 2 cards, and if it makes 10, then you get a point, and you take both of the cards.
Okay, so let's see you and Paul play that. Okay, so you're setting it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
One more. Okay. So, now go first.
Wait, we can't use a wild card.
Wild card. Wild cards are not in the game. We have to.
Yeah, wild cards can't be in the game.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, I think we're good. 5, 3. Wild card.
4, you can't go.
So why can't you go?
Because that is more
Because
than 10.
5 plus 3 is 8, and then 4 more would be past 10.
Oh, what does 5 plus 3 plus 4 equal?
That equals
12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, all right. So Oakley, you try.
Okay. And put them back around so you don't know. Okay, go.
0.
7. Okay, can you do it?
1.
1.
Oh, so what's that equal? Wait, let's
Wait,
see.
that's 1,
Oh,
1,
yeah.
7. Wait, 8 plus 7, 15.
Then plus 2,
It
that
would
equals
be
17. And then plus 0, that still equals 17.
Wow, adding 4 add-ins. Fantastic. Thanks for teaching us how to play Make a 10. Thanks, boys. So that one, a lot had to go in there. Not only are you trying to make a 10 as they're turning over each one, it's really like greater than, less than. Did I go over 10, under 10? A lot of skills are employed within these mathematical games.
This is Barb. Can you please put
And we
this
have
in the main
coin
office?
wars. This is Colette and Mason. So they're identifying coins greater than or less than, and also adding multiple add-ins. Okay, so we have Colette and Mason, and they're going to teach us how to play coin wars.
So what you do is you have a deck of cards, and it's sort of like the game war, except with cents, and whoever has the most wins.
So
both cards.
it's like the same thing as the normal game war, but with pennies on our cards.
Okay.
So we both flip it at the same time, and whatever penny has the most cents, they get to have that card. And if we both get the same penny, we put it in the middle. And whoever wins after that gets those 2 cards and that card.
Okay, so show us how you play.
1, 2, 3.
So that's the
That's
same
a tie.
card. So we put it in there. 3, 2,
Okay.
So that's the same again.
card.
Oh, and what are those coins?
Quarters.
Okay.
They
And how much are they worth?
25.
Okay.
25 cents.
1, 2, 3.
So
So
yours is a dime, and yours is a
Dime is
nickel.
5 and
mine's a nickel.
So you won.
Okay.
Wait.
10.
Yeah, you won all of these.
So then I would take these, and then we would. 3.
Wow. All right. So, girls, can I see these for a moment? How much money is this? If we look at it.
25 plus 25.
Well,
Well, how many? Yeah.
4 is $1, so these are $1.
That's $1, okay.
And
then
one more is $1.25.
$1. Well, let's look at this more closely.
Oh,
$1.05. That's $1.05, and then if we add this,
it's $1 and
if we add
15 cents.
$1.15. All right, fantastic. Great job, girls. Thank you. Thanks. They did fabulous, didn't they? So impressive what our students are doing. So we are seeing our students really do math in a far deeper conceptual manner, and we're so pleased with that. So we are continuing with our investigations. We are also continuing with our 21st century learning skills. It's done via our TLC, Technology Library Center. Once again, have to thank Byram Hills Education Foundation for giving us the funds to create this. Your children will be talking a lot about digital citizenship. We really do a lot of lessons about being safe, respectful, and responsible and healthy when using their devices. So you'll be hearing a lot about that in the days to come. And something else that we're also doing is we're promoting Coman Cares. Our students' social and emotional growth is just so important. We find that the children that are emotionally regulated are ones that do the best both inside and outside the classroom. So what are we doing to promote that, and how can we promote kindness throughout our school culture? And we have some guests here. We have Olivia and Jordan, and they would like to share with you how they're promoting kindness.
In our class, we show kindness by bucket filling. We learned about bucket filling from Mrs. Crupi. She always starts off the year reading the book, Have You Filled a Bucket Today?, to the entire school. Then our teacher, Miss Berkson, read us the book, How Full Is Your Bucket?, and explained how we will show kindness by bucket filling in our class. We each have our own bucket on the bulletin board.
Our class writes notes to each other. The notes are a way to say thanks when someone helps us or makes us feel good. We get to read the messages in our class, in our bucket, a few times a year and hear what we did to make our friends feel good. What could you do to fill a bucket today?
And this is what we wrote.
Want to share what you wrote?
Dear Jordan, I want to fill your bucket by saying thank you for helping me in math, from Olivia.
Dear Olivia, I want to fill your bucket by saying thank you for coming with me to get my water bottle on the first day of school, from Jordan.
So you filled our buckets by sharing that with us. So thank you so much. So as you can see, we're always working hard to promote kindness at our school. We feel that if we can lay that foundation now, that will stay with them as they travel to Wampus and HCC and then the high school. So we'd like to also invite you to be part of that partnership. We're talking about bucket filling, we're talking about kindness. So when you're home tonight, and really every night, if you could ask your child, tell me about someone being nice to you. How was someone nice to you today? And also, tell me about you being nice to someone today. Those are two questions that will certainly foster dialogue and would encourage kindness too. So we do encourage you to do that and pass it on. If you could turn to the person next to you, talk about how you can show some kindness today. So parents, you certainly filled our bucket by coming, and we thank you for joining us today, and we encourage you to pass on that kindness and let it resonate throughout your house and throughout our community. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you.